Which team doesn't have a chance for the postseason? Jets, Bengals, Cowboys.
The Jets. Yeah, the Jets are done. I don't care about their schedule moving forward. And this is going to be one of the more interesting teardowns that we've ever seen. I mean, Dan, they're going to be playing the second half of the year where they're basically playing out the string with a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback, maybe a first ballot Hall of Fame receiver. This doesn't happen very often. It's going to get real awkward in New York really soon. Yes, theoretically they could go 8-1 in their last 9 games and go 10-7, make the playoffs. That's not happening. They're not doing it. I mean, to lose that game, this has got to be, and this is saying a lot for Jets fans. This has to be the most disappointing year to ever be a Jets fan. I can still see, the Bengals and the Cowboys at least have 3 wins. The Jets only have 2. And I can see a picture to them winning 10 and maybe getting in. For the Jets, it's just going to get crazy ugly. There's no more moves to be made. It's going to be entertaining for some people, that's for sure.
Okay, but then you're entertaining bringing Rodgers back for one more year to run it back one more time?
I don't think so. No. For what?
Because if I'm a coach, I don't want this job if I have Aaron Rodgers for 1 year. Coming off this year, how are you going to track somebody where they go, hey, this will be great? They're going to do one more year maybe with Aaron, and then it's a rebuild, or maybe it's a rebuild at the end of this season. Because right now they have the 4th pick in the draft.
Yeah, I think they probably cut bait and move on. Because this is also, Dan, the last year of the contract for Joe Douglas, their general manager. So you're going to get a new head coach and a new GM, and you're going to saddle them with a 40-something-year-old quarterback that isn't what he used to be, that looks old as a player and wants to be in charge of life. This was his year to be in charge. This was his year to be the one dictating things. You cannot do that if you're the Jets. I think they're all gone. I think it's a new head coach, a new GM. They draft their own quarterback. They probably try to get Shedeur Sanders. I'll be very curious to see how Deion feels about that. And look, there's a lot of things about that he would like. The New York part of it, there's a lot to like there. But Deion probably wants to handpick the head coach and GM. This is, just knowing the Jets organization a little bit, maybe with Deion, he tells Carolina or some of their teams he doesn't want Shedeur to go there, and maybe he dictates who the head coach and GM are of the Jets. Maybe Deion's the head coach.
Well, I was going to say, I'm not a hot take guy. If you're the Jets, would you entertain? Let's say you have the opportunity to draft his son, because you got to get both of them. You can't hire Deion and then you don't get his son. And I'm going to assume you're going to have a head coach before the draft. But is that crazy to think Deion coaching in the NFL, coaching his son?
I don't think it's crazy to think Deion coaching in the NFL or coaching his son. I don't think it is what the elite organizations, the good organizations in the NFL would do.
So that means the Jets can do it.
It sounds a lot like something the Jets would do. And look, Jets fans think I don't hate Jets fans. Like, I love Jets fans. You guys are so loyal with getting so little. But let's be honest. Like, when you look at the Jets under Woody Johnson, that's the type of move they would make. They kind of like the flash. They like the splash. They like being talked about. They like the excitement. I think they would like the idea of having Deion Sanders as coach and Shedeur Sanders as quarterback. And by the way, on some level, Dan, in terms of like hope and turning the page, that would be a heck of a way to turn the page from the Aaron Rodgers era.
As for the Jets, here's Aaron Rodgers after the loss to the Patriots.
Yeah, I've been in the darkness. You got to go in there, make peace with it. Offensively, our goal has just got to be score 30. Doesn't matter what the other two sides are doing. We have trust in our defense and teams. But if we're not scoring 30, we're underachieving. This offense can do that every single week.
Okay. You got to make peace with the darkness. I don't need a haiku here, brother. How about we just go out and play?
How about we just connect a couple more passes?
Yeah.
Move the chains a little bit.
How about a conversion or two?
If we need to confront the darkness more than we need to move the chains just a little.
I don't need Dr. Phil.
We got to start doing something better than we be doing. You got this whole big aquarium, you ain't got no fish in there.
we be doing.
We got to make peace with the darkness.
I've been in there before. I've tackled it myself.
You know what? How about you make peace with the end zone? How about we do something like that?
Make peace with a couple dubs.
Oh my God. You got a rookie quarterback who gets hurt. The backup quarterback comes in. They're missing offensive, defensive line. They have no skilled position play.
The whole week leading up to it was, are the Patriots soft?
Yes. If so, what's that make the Jets? Golly, that is.
Don't you wonder what Devontae Adams is thinking?
I know. I should have stayed with the Raiders.
I mean,
I think we have a better chance to win with the Raiders. Yes, Marvin.
Friday's headline, Hello Darkness, my old friend.
Oh, okay.
Because after they lose to the Texans, they play Thursday night.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
On Halloween.
We'll get Simon and Garfunkel on. Paul Simon. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yes, Paul.
If you go back with the Jets, though, if they get that Broncos game where they don't score a touchdown, and they get yesterday's game that they should have had, what are you? You're 4-4, and you've got games against like the Colts coming up, or the Seahawks and the Dolphins and the Jaguars. You could sneak in somewhere, but they just dug themselves the biggest hole.
All right, let's play the NFL game. Paulie, Marvin, give us some music if you can, please.
Remember last week we brought you the hot new game Off or Off. That means you're off the bandwagon for a team. From the same people who brought you that game, we're doing Done or Done.
Oh.
I'm going to mention a team.
Wait, so this is not like off or off?
It's an offshoot of it.
Oh, offshoot.
Yes.
From the people who brought you.
Yeah.
Off.
Tyler Perry presents.
We bring you Done.
Right.
Okay.
If a team is done, you think they're not looking good and a playoffs is unlikely.
They're done.
Yeah. But done means you'd bet a week's pay they do not make the postseason.
Oh.
Done. Well, let's start off with, I'll give you a twofer. Both the New England Patriots and New York Jets combined. Done or done?
Done.
Yeah. Easy one, right?
Done.
I'll throw a Dolphins in there, too.
Whoa.
2-5.
We're going AFC East. Done.
Bills are the only team alive in the AFC East. Everybody else is done.
So done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's wild. This is a tougher one. The Cincinnati Bengals at 3-5, third place in the AFC North.
All right, Dan Orlovsky keeps saying, they could get on a roll. They could get on. I think they have the Ravens coming up next week. That's not where you go to get on a roll. 3-5. Pittsburgh is better than we thought. Cleveland can play spoiler. I'm going to say done.
Done.
Yeah.
But you're hesitating.
Well, because of Joe Burrow.
So that's a done.
Yeah, I guess I would. I can squeak by with it. One done. Yes, Todd?
Bengals host the Raiders, but then they're at the Ravens.
Oh,
the
Raiders,
following.
then the Ravens. Okay. All right. So they could get on a roll, get to 500. But we're talking about making the playoffs.
Yes.
Okay.
But done means no chance of postseason. The AFC South teams of the Colts, Jaguars, and Titans, even though the Colts are 4-4, who thinks those three teams are done?
They are all done.
Agree.
Done.
Done. Unless Joe Flacco takes over.
The Las Vegas Raiders at 2-6, losing 4 straight.
Yes, they're done. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Dallas Cowboys at 3-4, losing 2 in a row, third place in their division.
I'm going to say they're not done.
Just done?
No.
Just done.
Yeah. Now, the Eagles might turn out to be really good, like right before our very eyes. It feels like they're on the verge of either they go to the Super Bowl or they don't make the playoffs and their coach gets fired.
Would anyone like to hot take the Cowboys and say done?
No,
I'm not ready to say the Cowboys are done.
not yet. Not yet.
Weirdly, the Chicago Bears in this, even though they have a winning record, they're 4-3, last in their division.
They're not done. No, they're done.
Ish.
Well, wait. If you're done, then what's that mean?
Very little chance to make the playoffs, but you're not completely off the wagon, which will be off from last week.
Okay. No, I would say that they're done.
I feel like they have a pretty friendly schedule coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually, no, they have to play all their division opponents in a swath.
Okay.
Swath.
Swath or no swath?
NFC North swath.
I'm going to throw out, we're taking Carolina, that's over. The New Orleans Saints at 2-6. They've lost 6 in a row.
They're done.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.